3WB, think with Bookmaps, baby. Let's get it. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you're missing, what you waiting for. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for. Alex guys, you are trading on liquidity and order flow. You gotta know the flow. Live setups, bro, that's all you need. Pro insights, how you get them profits up. He ain't trying to be your mentor. He ain't trying to sell you a course. He's here to show you what you never see before. Once you get it, it's a cheat code. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for. Why would I lie to you? 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 Live RMTWB. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you missing, what you waiting for.
Beats on the beat. Late shift, blue light, all night, TWB on. If you're still here, you're part of the song. Think with Bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the bubbles blow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Hey. Think with Bookmaps, trust that chat, slow control, no FOMO. RyanMac teaches that if you're here for the climb, not just the hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. London sky dark, but the chat run bright. Mom's, dad's, grinders, all online tonight. ES too slow, NQ trying to steal the show. We just watch tape, keep the risk real or the flow. Listen and sing with me on a beat. Cars, trades, a schizo, then it dumps back down. GG community, scam a Ponzi. I love trading, smash the light. From first bell ring to the late night close. Same core crew, yeah, everybody knows. Think with Bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the candles glow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Think with Bookmaps, trust that data, slow control, no FOMO. If you're here for the climb, not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this.
Good morning. What's up? How's everybody doing? How's it going, Miss K? You like music? All right. Kind of in this gap fill. Low liquidity open is going to be interesting. Yeah, it is, M Stone. It's going to be a very interesting week. Excuse me. All right. We're in this gap that we built from Sunday night. Got some good news. I got approved on my Elite Trader funding payout. Hopefully, I just got to get the KYC rise thing situated. Yeah, KYC verification request, and then they'll pay me by Wednesday next week. That was cool. I think that one's smooth sailing now. Got past my first payout. Now I just gotta make a minimum of like $350 a day, do it for another 10 days, and I'm on my way. Gold just took a dump. I don't know if you guys have been trading gold, but America doesn't like gold. It doesn't seem like we like to dump it every time. We got about 13 minutes before we open. I wonder if silver took a tank too. Might have, yeah. It's been, oh, okay, 70, 79. Okay. Sitting on this area here, double lows. It could make a manta ray. It could come right back down to 70 on silver. Let's look at the ES real quick. Oh, falling off a cliff there. We gotta go test the highs in pre-market at least. Gotta go test those highs at some point. But in the meantime, trade what you see. Trade what you see. This gap has got to get filled at some point. We just keep rejecting 25, 635, 96. I mean, it's a decent sized gap, over 35 points. All right. Got that. Right now, Blue Sky has $100 evals, $100 for 150K, 200K, and a 300K. Yeah, the 100Ks plus, it's only $100 a month right now on Blue Sky. At Apex has 80% off with $25 resets. Elite Trader Funding is 90% off. Just took my first payout request and approval from them yesterday. 90% off. Monthly activation or one-time activation. Multiple different setup. Their one step and their static is 90% off. So they pay. They pay. Living proof right here. In the Discord, I posted up the approval from their dashboard. Lucid right now, if you're a new customer, 50% off. My funded futures and TPT. I'm not sure of their discounts, but I'm sure there is. It's holiday season. Take advantage of that. We got the MACD pulling up, so we'll see if it wants to level off and go through there. Just waiting for this price action to get going. We got what? 9 minutes? 9 minutes before the bottom of the hour, before we open market. We need like a 200 retest. Let's draw some lines here. Support resistances. I'd say that's a support. Can't go wrong. We tapped it 1, 2, 3. We got a gap there as well. 4, we came through, found support there to the upside. I would also say that this is a resistance here. So if we get back up to 647, we could break right back to 660. And then we have a resistance here. And then we have another resistance right here. And then we have this wick here, I'd say. And then that pivot. So, but we got some support here at this price, and then this gap fills. So, let's see how we do in the next couple minutes. We got a couple gaps down below. I'm using the Macdicator as indicator. Lets me know where there's auction gaps in the market. If you've never heard of it, we have, and this is from a time frame that, well, I can put. Let's see, it's Tuesday, the day before Christmas Eve. 60-hour trader, I think I'll be on for definitely till 10:30 Eastern. I'm hoping 10:30 Eastern. So at the minimum, definitely till 10:30 Eastern. So it's currently about 9:24 Eastern. So I'll if things are good, if there's some good price movement, I'll stay longer. I like to try to get an hour and a half in the morning. But I'll wait for you to hang around. You know, hour and a half is pretty good. Maybe 2 hours, depending on what's going on in the day. How I'm feeling, what's going on with all the levels of regular things, you know. Gotta sit here and get hungry. Sometimes I get hungry. So I haven't had my breakfast yet or my coffee, so that's a big factor. It should be on the way soon though. About 4 or 6 minutes before market open. Yeah, I want to watch the 10 a.m. candle. Even the 11. I might even wait for the 11 o'clock candle Eastern. So we'll see. If not, you know, I'll take a break or something in between and then keep my chart up and then go incognito. We'll just have my chart up and then come back on when the time comes. So, but it looks like we're finding a lot of resistance at the top of this gap at 25,635. Just a matter of time before we get some gaps here.
RMTWB on. If you're still here, you're part of the song. Think with bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the bubbles blow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Hey. Think with bookmaps, trust that chat, slow control, no FOMO. RyanMac teaches that if you're here for the climb, not just the hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. London sky dark, but the chat run bright. Moms, dads, grinders, all online tonight. ES too slow, NQ trying to steal the show. We just watch tape, keep the risk real or the flow. Listen and sing with me on a beat. Cars, trades, a schizo, then it dumps back down. GG community, scam a Ponzi. I love trading, smash the light. From first bell ring to the late night close. Same core crew, yeah, everybody knows. Think with bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the candles glow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Think with bookmaps, trust that data, slow control, no FOMO. If you're here for the climb, not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this.
Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that dough, you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right. Everybody's favorite community, the Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. It's the Think with Bookmaps.
All right, we got the MACD pushing up through this. Doesn't look like they're crossing to go lower. I would say that we're going to 660. You're looking for a scalp. We got to get above 647, 643, 44. Right now, I would definitely say for prop firms right now, I'm very satisfied with Elite Trader funding. It does take a little longer to get the payout process, but they do let you trade the way you want to trade. And that's really nice. It's like the rules aren't as strict. Oh, there it is. Boom. Just right through it. Oh my. Straight to VWAP even. Nice, nice. Who entered long? Anybody go take that trade? Nice push. 30-point candle. Oh, right up to this here resistance. Oh wow, what happened? Open. Market is open for business. Oh my goodness. $82-point candle back up. Woo! Goodness. Anybody go long? Anybody catch that? Live on stream? I mean, we might as well take this out. You can delete those almost. That is no longer a problem. Wow. No longer a problem.
Alex on stream, letting all of it show. No hype, no cap, just the honest flow. We don't guess here, we just let it go. Watching Bookmap like it's painting truth. Every level tell a story, every flash got proof. I've seen traders break down, trying to chase that move, but we sit still even when the price gets loose. You see red, you panic, we see red, we wait. Discipline the difference between love and hate. It's not just lines, it's the way you breathe. TV30B taught me how to trade and leave. Think with Bookmaps, don't just feel. Most want thrills, but this game's too real. One clean setup, that's the deal. This ain't about luck, it's how you heal. Mind sharp, wrist light, wrist tight. Streaming live, but my head's on right. Let the world rush, I stay calm. Found my edge in the quiet, not the storm. Sometimes I stare up at the chart for an hour straight. No trade, no stress, just protecting fate. Most lose fast, trying to move like greats, but greatness waits, that's the part they fake. Seen people blow bags off a single loss. Ego loud when you don't know the cost. Alex talking, I just take the notes. Every word hit different when your soul's that close. I don't need hype, I just need that zone. I don't need signals, I can see it on my own. Flow with a tape, heart on chill. Master the mind, that's the real skill. Think with Bookmaps, feel that pace. T-P-O-V-B fam, we don't chase. Price don't lie, you just gotta see that patience is profit eventually. Protect that peace, don't trade to impress. Most just flex, but they trade in stress. This stream ain't noise, it's growth in view. We study the market and ourselves too.
Taking a peek at gold. Let's see if it did anything. Yeah, dump. Straight dump. That's okay. Gold's in all-time highs. 4,500. 45.29. 45.30. Right down to these gaps. I could definitely see that happening. 44.78. 44.65. We'll go all the way back to 44.50, 30, 40, 30, 38. Yeah, this could all fill. Gold naturally goes back to balance. It has to. Otherwise, there has to be a balance in the gold. It's not an indice. The metal. The COMEX. But NY and Q could go do whatever it wants to do. We didn't fill the gap down here. We probably won't unless it's an end of day dump.
RMTWB, think with Bookmaps, baby. Let's get it. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you're missing, what you're waiting for. Live RMTWB. You don't know what you're missing, what you're waiting for. Alex guys, you are trading on liquidity and order flow. You gotta know the flow. Live setups, bro, that's all you need. Pro insights, how you get them profits up. He ain't trying to be your mentor. He ain't trying to sell you a course. He's here to show you what you never see.
Beautiful open, 80-point candle to the upside. We got beautiful open, 80-point. Just see how it goes. Let's see if we can't get higher on this price here. 25.7, 37.50. Hmm. All right. I'm gonna go we're gonna trade something here. Right back to the view app. Right back to the view app. And a bounce. Volume is low, volatility is high. 7:30. We got any news on the economic calendar? Let's look at that. No red folder events today. I figured it's right before Christmas. Mm-hmm. All right, just kind of sitting in this bull flag. Hmm? All right. I'm gonna go get higher day at, yeah, pretty much. Just pushing up. I got that resistance at 25,758, 57. Rejected 40. 740 rejection. That's a pretty good rejection doji. I mean, deltas are trying to flip red. We have a MACD kind of crossing here. Now we just kind of needed to. It's like spiraling. So that's a goes underneath it, breaks through it, breaks above it, breaks below it. That's just twisting up here. Just a twist. You do the twist, right? I think it's just it doesn't help because it's not moving, you know. We need movement to make money, right? The Reap. Did you go long? No, I didn't go long. Entered at 775, stop loss 680. I think you got a great entry. 3 PVP. I think you got a great entry there at 700. I mean, you're up 32 points if you held. You just got to get past 740.25. There you go. We broke it. Now we just need to keep going. I would be looking for 25,757. All right. 3 PVP. 2 lots, 1 TP at 760. I mean, to be honest with you, I think we'll probably go up to 25,780, 150 if we can get past 25,757. Not financial advice, but indices like to look for resistance and support. So if we can get past 756.75, unless this is the candle that brings us lower, stay on your toes. But yeah, that's good setup. Stick to your plan for sure. All right, retesting the 9 EMA here. 31. Yeah. This is a resistance, so we need to build the little couple candles here before we go higher. About 10 minutes before we get to the top of the hour. All right, the MACD's starting to show lower. Deltas are red. Oof. That was a reversal. What happened at 51.25? Nothing. I mean, when you look left. Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, that's a resistance. All right. Fine. 714 is a good support. Pivot support. Was that a stop hunt? Jeez. If you're looking for a prop firm, check out ETF, Elite Trader Funding. I just took my first payout from them today. I'll probably get it deposited on Wednesday, but I did the payout request yesterday. Was approved. Was approved. It's doable. Can happen. Lucid, right now, if you're a new customer at Lucid, 50% off for the first 2 purchases, and then depending on the size, you can get up to 40% off. Right there, 25Ks and 50Ks. You got Blue Sky right now. They're actually advertising $100 large accounts, static and trailing. So if you want a 300K for $100, Blue Sky is right there. They got all platform types, even volumetric. So you can create on a whole different platform. I was testing out the volumetric the other day. Really like it. But not my style. So we got also several different accounts. Apex 80% off, $25 resets, pretty inexpensive activation fees. Check out the Macdicator if you haven't yet. You get 7 days for free. It's what I use to trade. I wrote the indicator myself. As you can see, I don't pay for a fancy trading view. Trade it. I use the data from the props to feed to my trading view so I can use that. But it's like 12 indicators in one. And I think we're going to go fill this gap here at some point in time. Let's see how it reacts here at 696. And this pivot. And we broke below it, closed. So we'll see if it's just, oop. Huh. We're still going lower. Still dropping. The sell off. All right, we got support here. We'll draw a line there, see how it reacts at 84, 85. And we're still selling off. Deltas are red. Market pulse is kicking. We got the volume pressure over here. Yeah, we're still going lower. All right, I gotta excuse myself for about a minute or two. Enjoy the music.
If you still hear you're part of the song. Think with bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the bubbles blow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Hey. Think with bookmaps, trust that chat, slow control, no FOMO. RyanMac teaches that. If you're here for the climb, not just the hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. London sky dark, but the chat run bright. Mom's, dad's grinders, all online tonight. ES too slow, NQ trying to steal the show. We just watch tape, keep the risk real or the flow. Listen and sing with me on a beat. Cars, trades, a schizo, then it dumps back down. GG community, scam a Ponzi. I love trading, smash the light. From first bell ring to the late night close. Same core crew, yeah, everybody knows. Think with bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the candles glow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Think with bookmaps, trust that data, slow control, no FOMO. If you're here for not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this.
Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that dough, you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right. Everybody's favorite community, the Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. It's the Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Think with Bookmaps, Think.
All right, it's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock Eastern. See how this reacts here. We're building some sort of barcode. Hopefully, you hit break even. 3 PvP. I mean, I still think in some sort of way, still think it will make this. I don't know. It's tough. We can. Tough to really tell which way this thing wants to really go. That was a pretty aggressive sell off there. Selling off. MACD's about to cross the 0. I already crossed the 0. Maybe a full retrace back to 639. Deltas are still red. Market's changed. But we did see that support line. We did build some sort of barcode to go lower. So we delete that. Straight back to open. Oh man, I wouldn't even fade this. No fading this. Go short. I mean, this is Sunday's gap here, so still rolling, rocking lower. There we go. Bounce. Figured they would protect this 635. Yep. Look at that. Didn't like the 5 EMA. I gotta fix some lighting. Hold on. That's better. All right. Coming up on this gap, we're bouncing off. It's currently 10:06 p.m. or a.m. on the Eastern. We got slight bounce. We have a gap fill for 30 points down here at 597. We tried to fill it during pre-market, but that didn't work. That's why I drew a support line here after this pivot. We do have a support line at 624, a resistance right now that we're building at 647.50. Deltas are flipping green. I wouldn't be shocked if we get right back up to VWAP 25,692. Wouldn't be shocked if we go to retest this 200 EMA that we broke. In fact, that's a nice 20 points there. We can get it. Anything fun for the week? I mean, it's Christmas. Anybody have any plans to go out of town? All right, back up to the 200 EMA, or at least the 20. Let's see what it does at 25,669. $200 EMA it is. See, what I'm curious to see is is if these buyers and sellers push price back down. Excuse me 1 second. Oh no, never mind. Rejected. Look at that rejection of 200. And market makers got excited. And they're like, sell it. Boom. Now I'd be interested in a short to go fill this gap. Yeah, of course. See if it puts me in there. Yeah, no problem, Rick. You have a great Christmas as well. You also take care. I'd like to see it come back to 25,654 to go lower. Right. 9 EMA test. Let's see if we let's see if we get back up to this 20 EMA. But struggling right now. Uh, 15-minute candle is about to close. I'm giving myself a 15-point stop loss, 57-point reward. All right, we'll see. I think that's considered in. That's when I would have entered 55.50 or 55.25. Ah, 60-hour price always move. I'm actually interested in a short at 65.25 ish. Rejecting the 20 EMA here, but I could be wrong. I'm wrong. That was a nice try. Out. It's gone. That thought process is dead in the water. Should have just went long, huh? Well, it's gonna go up there in reverse. Of course. Always try to take the trade when it's in the direction going in the direction that you want it to go. But then of course when you do that, it just reverses at your entry. Boom boom. You know. Or it goes up, comes down. Deltas are green at MACD's pushing up. I wouldn't doubt this long. If we get past through here, we could launch right back up to this pivot. But this day is very, very ranged and small for, I mean, 123 points back and forth. Ranging day. Good PEA for like moves on for futures, but 123 points. You got to catch the top and sell the bottom. Buy the bottom, sell the top. Got to do something.
TWB on. If you're still here, you're part of the song. Think with bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the bubbles blow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Hey. Think with bookmaps, trust that chat, slow control, no FOMO. RyanMac teaches that. If you're here for the climb, not just the hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. London sky dark, but the chat run bright. Mom's, dad's grinders, all online tonight. ES too slow, NQ trying to steal the show. We just watch tape, keep the risk real or the flow. Listen and sing with me on a beat. Cars, trades, a schizo, then it dumps back down. GG community, scam a Ponzi. I love trading, smash the light. From first bell ring to the late night close. Same core crew, yeah, everybody knows. Think with bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the candles glow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Think with bookmaps, trust that data, slow control, no FOMO. If you're here for the climb, not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this.
Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that dough, you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right. Everybody's favorite community, the Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. It's the Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps, Think with Bookmaps community. Yeah, Think with Bookmaps community, man. It's the TWB community. It's the TWB community, man. Yeah, it's the TWB community. Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that dough, you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. All these guys are saying, where the females at, man? I'm saying, bro, what are you on about, man? I'm trying to trade futures in here, bro. We trade futures, man. This is futures trading. If you wanna go find a girlfriend, then go on Tinder, bro. Go on Tinder, go on Hinge. Go on some other app, bro. We trade futures in here. Think with Bookmaps community. It's the Think with Bookmaps community, man.
All right, I think this short's gonna play out. I think this short is gonna play at 674.50 was the entry. Hope it doesn't play out to my stop loss. Should bring that up a little above the VWAP just in case it wants to wick up there one more time. Oh, liking that close. Really liking that close. I think we get back down here for 76 points.
still hear you're part of the song. Think with Bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the bubbles blow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Think with Bookmaps, trust that chat. Slow control, no FOMO. RyanMac teaches that. If you're here for the climb, not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this. London sky dark, but the chat run bright. Mom's, dad's, grinders, all online tonight. ES too slow, NQ trying to steal the show. We just watch tape, keep the risk real or the flow. Listen and sing with me on a beat. Cars trade the schizo, then it dumps back down. GG community, scam a Ponzi. I love trading, smash the light. From first bell ring to the late night close. Same core crew, yeah, everybody knows. Think with Bookmaps, follow that flow. Alex on stream while the candles glow. TWB fam checking in each night. Same small dream of getting this right. Think with Bookmaps, trust that data, slow control, no FOMO. If you're here for the climb, not just a hit. Pull up a chair, yeah, you're built for this.
Welcome to Think with Bookmaps, where we trade futures in a blink with Bookmaps. And for that dough, you gotta think with Bookmaps. It's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps, it's Bookmaps. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right, everybody's favorite community.
Level tell a story, every flash got proof. I've seen traders break down trying to chase that move, but we sit still even when the price gets loose. You see red, you panic, we see red, we wait. Discipline the difference between love and hate. It's not just lines, it's the way you breathe. TV30B taught me how to trade and leave. Think with Bookmaps, don't just feel. Most want frills, but this game's too real. One clean setup, that's the deal. This ain't about luck, it's how you heal. Mind sharp, wrist light, wrist tight. Streaming live, but my head's on right. Let the world rush, I stay calm. Found my edge in the quiet, not the storm. Sometimes I stay.
Okay, so this yellow line on my chart is previous day close. 25, 692, 25. We're staying below it pretty well. I don't know if I've opened this up yet. I mean, we're not really moving very much. I think that we're probably just gonna range here for a bit. No trade today. If you guys are interested, please check out our affiliates. Lucid has 50% off if you're a new customer. Type Lucid in the chat if you need the link. RMTWB is the coupon. We have Elite Trader Funding. They have 90% off all month. I just took a payout from them yesterday on 150K, which was about $22.50. And that takes about a week to process after you get it done. We're currently going through that process now, and I was approved. So, and then of course I probably will scale down on my sizes, probably 3 minis for 8 points, you know, roughly. So when I see my setup, I'll take it. But I haven't seen anything really that I like to trade during regular trading hours at the moment. I did take a trade pre-market for $500 this morning, and on my Elite Trader Funding after my payout request was good. So I can actually probably even get that put up here. I need to add in a scene. Anyway, but outside of that though, nothing right now. Obviously we're kind of pushing up higher, got above the VWAP. pushing up against this pivot that we found support on for a little bit. I wonder if we use it as a resistance now at 25,704, 705. We've been kind of stuck at this 25,710-ish. We've been finding some sort of buyers and sellers. Something with 710. I don't know what it is, but kids are going 6-7, 6-7. I don't know what it is, but what I do know is that it's not filling this gap yet. We still have this gap down here. I'd like to see it get filled. Tried for it a couple times on paper. Nothing to take home to speak about. Just still pushing higher. Think that you're looking for a holiday prop. Right now is the time to strike on any one of the prop firms. I do understand. Stick to their rules and they'll pay you. That's the thing. They'll stick to their rules and they'll pay you. Shouldn't have any problems. One of the things I did experience with Elite Trader funding that I really liked was I didn't experience much doubt in my process to get there. I didn't experience much doubt, and I know that one of the things that you do experience as a trader is doubt in your trading, because you do take losses. They don't talk about the rules if you take a loss. They only talk about what you need to achieve to take a payout. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like compared to Apex is 80% off, but Apex has a MAE, so you can only go so much low in unrealized profit in a red trade per trade. When in Elite Trader funding, it's just your rules. And confidence helps a lot when you're trading. It helps a lot, and I'm not so much saying like getting into the trade, taking the trade, seeing the setup. It's knowing that when you're in the prop firm that you're meeting their expectations, and that particular confidence. So it's because when you trade in a prop firm, you're not trading for you, or your cash account. You're trading for them, and whatever they're doing with that information on their trade, whether they're copy trading you on a live cash to pay you out, or just doing their own funds, you don't want to step on any toes to get that denial. And even it's that mental process of, they're not going to like my trade setups and my losses and my wins and P&L and my percentage, that they'll deny me a payout. And if you go into it with that mentality, that your prop firm is going to deny you a payout before you even request a payout, you might have that YOLO approach to taking the trade or getting to that payout process or status. It's okay to take a red day on prop firms. You just don't qualify for that day in Elite Trader funding. And the thing is that in Apex MAE, when it falls below 25%, I believe, you're gonna experience a denial in your payout. So there's a 35%. It's one of the two. But I know that unrealized profit or loss is counted towards your payout decision. So that's one thing I noticed with Elite Trader funding. I was confident about the trades I was taking, and I take some pretty big lots. You can watch me trade too sometimes on the Bookmaps, the other channels. Alex, he puts me on there side by side to take trade setups with the actual Bookmap. So and I took a couple losses. I think I had like a $6,000 loss with a $6,000 win with a $4,000 loss. So at one point, and I was still confident that my prop would pay out. And here I'm living proof now that they approved my request. So it's just kind of one of those things where it's like you got to take it easy when it comes to your thought process of, is my prop firm going to approve the way I traded? That's what I'm saying. You got to be confident in that as well. That comes with the territory, comes with the prop firm, it comes with the thought of when you take a trade or take a loss, because you can get pretty angry in the beginning stages of taking a loss, and like, oh, my prop isn't gonna think I'm worthy to take a payout. Just keep trading. And that's the beautiful thing I noticed with Elite Trader Funding. Now I have about 9 days left before my next payout request. And it scales up, so I can request a little bit more money next time. And I even scaled my trades down from 5 minis for 15 points to 3 minis for 8 points, 8.75 of a point. So it runs out to be about $525 before fees. And then of course, you know, it's a quick trade. I took it this morning over here. I actually saw this dumping through and I was like, this pivot's gonna hold. So I got in for 8 points right here. And just reversed for long. And obviously if I would have held it, I would have actually probably, I wouldn't have broken even really, but I mean, I could have caught this 100-point gain. And you know what? I understand the rules in Elite Trader Funding, and I'm not trying to give myself a higher daily expectancy rate of earning, because right now they go based off of 23% of your best P&L day. So the thing about that is that like at my average, I want to keep that daily minimum required for an active trading day. So I mean, it puts me at about like my minimum required win for the next 10 days is $355. So for Elite Trader Funding. And so I need to make $355 a day to make my next payout. And I have a big buffer now. I have a pretty decent buffer, and the thing is that I'm okay with that. Like even after if I make $355 a day and then do my request on my 10th day, I would have received $250, almost close to about $4,750 in 18 days. That's pretty good. That's a decent month. And I just need to make $350 a day for that account. And that's $355. That's not that much. It's over 10 days. That's $3,550 on the trading accounts. It's 8.75 points with 3 minis. It's just a reversal setup, really. And then, you know, typically after your 4th payout or 50 trading days, they invite you to go live if you're good. But if you give yourself a nice buffer and you know you take care of your setup, you can get that set perfectly. Right? It's all based off your trade plan. So my trade plan is changing. It's still looking for that 15 points, and I still look for the 15 points, but I just take lower points with less minis, and I just keep on moving along. You know, keep your base hits in place and don't overdo it. I have a $5,000 drawdown at the moment to my point where it comes down. I'm like 10 grand up in the account. It's 150K. So I give myself a $5,000 buffer for payout requests, which in essence, that's about 10 trades, 10 losses in my size that I use. And if I only keep it to a minimum of three tries a day, you know, I can always go back to my base hit of 5 minis for 15 points. So I'm always still looking for that 15-point marker, just sizing down in TP and minis. 200, like I would trade right back to 25,687. We can get past this pivot here. But, you know, the confidence in your prop is important, and knowing that the trade you took isn't going to be judged. You know, I know that some companies, some props are like, hey, let me get a video of you trading it. take pictures of you in front of your computer with your account up and show it in the background. Write down every single trade setup you need and have, and will approve your account. That's when not ETF didn't need to do that. In fact, this is my first payout request with ETF. It was the smoothest transition I've ever had for a payout. Apex, they want your firstborn to even approve you, and that's the difference in mindset, the peace of mind that you can get with Elite Trader funding, and they're available in a lot of countries. So and they're 90% off right now. There is a monthly reoccurring activation fee, but if you take your time with it, you know, it comes out to be about the same price for one time when they offered to go live. And it's just a matter of whether or not I wanted to do it one time, but I didn't know I'd take it this far. But I do and have an option to make an upgrade. They allow you to have up to 5 accounts, and copy trade as well. So I do like ETF. It is something to look into. Obviously, I'm getting a payout bias because I'm getting a payout from them. But I guess it was the confidence in the prop firm in my trading, that the prop firm will go, oh, can you tell me why this on this date you took this trade, and it doesn't look, it looks like you're windfall gambling. You know, it's like, no, I wasn't. Or you only took this trade for 30 seconds. You mean to tell me that like you got your 15 points in 30 seconds? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You know, sometimes that happens. You can't control when that happens. Or this is a news event. You traded news. You're not gonna get hemmed up like that. So it's one of the cheaper ones that I found that would be able to compete with Apex in a way. So we do like Apex, don't get me wrong. They got some good deals too. But I mean, for $87 in an activation fee and $20, it's $100 for an account. But at least they give you a shot at trying to pass it. And it is 5 days to pass. It's not a 1 day pass. So it doesn't encourage gambling on that particular setup, even though you can. And you can pass it in 1 day with the financials, and then pass it in time with micro flips to just kind of hold on to that if you get a good move in. So you don't have to, there's no consistency in the eval, which is nice. And it gives you some sort of realization that when you hold on to the account for 5 days, even though you've only micro flipped it for 4 and made the money in 5, it gives you some sense of wanting to hold on to it longer. And actually, you know, it's like you think to yourself, I've had this thing for 5 days versus I only have had this thing for 1 day. So it progressively catches you up mentally to that prop, and to thinking, well, hey, I've held on to this for 5 days. Even if you didn't trade more than a micro for minus or positive $1 for 4 of them, still held on to it. And that's important. In the building the confidence in the base of your prop firm as well. So it does help. The first 8 days you could take your payout requests. If you hit all your daily active trading days, there's no very minimal rules, lets you trade the way you want to trade. I'm very, very satisfied with the thought process and the confidence that Elite Trader Funding has given me to trade. That next stop is Lucid. I'm looking at 150K Lucid account. I'm debating on if I want the flex, which I think I'm leaning towards the flex. I really want to go with the flex. So, or the pro, but I think 150K flex would be better. They got no buffer in the flexes. So, it takes 2 days to pass or more, 2 or 3 days, which that's fine. You know, I'm already in a paying funded account on the ETFs. So I'm in no rush. You know, I'm already making money. They're already making money. You're already making money. Back into props. Before, a little bit back's history before this, I was in cash account, trading cash accounts. So I'm happy that I'm back into the prop firm. Happy that, you know, I'm progressing forward in that. I'm no longer in a cash account. So it's been withdrawn. Actually, I think for tax reasons, I might do it after the 1st. It's just sitting there. So I don't feel like paying taxes on it this year. Maybe next year. Because then it gives me a whole year to find the difference to invest that money for tax. So to kind of save on taxes when I do cash that out. So I think that after the first, I get a nice cash withdrawal for tax reasons. So, and then of course, after that, I'll probably go through Blue Sky here shortly. Blue Sky is actually a really good firm. I like the people there. People are great. The service is great. The Discord is great. The things that they offer is awesome. So there's nothing wrong with Blue Sky in that particular aspect. They pay too. But you keep on moving on. It's a nice little pump back up. We got a trend here. Once we break trend from here, we're going right back down. So just watch the trend there. Slow V-shaped recovery, but oh, and Elite Trader Funding, they have games and stuff like that in their Discord that they give away free evals. So you can win one every 30 days, and they just keep it there to kind of bring the community together and kind of play. They play games, bingo, you know, whatever. I mean, not everybody who comes to the market can always have extra funds to invest in their trading. I've run into plenty of people across my Discord that have expressed they don't have any additional funds after they pay their bills to trade on a prop. And Elite Trader Funding gives the people that opportunity where you can win one. It's a pretty fun, fair opportunity. You can only win one every 30 days. And just give you that sense of you can get it to a past eval and then work on getting the money together to put you into a funded. You know, I mean, I'll tell you what, I requested and was approved for $2,250. That's life-changing money. That's $1,125 a week. And I traded it for 8 days, not including the eval. But that's still $1,125 a week. That's good money. That's a full-time job. That's, if you double up on it, it's $4,000, you know, $4,500 a month. That's a very full-time job. So that's decent money. Even if you just did the one, it's still a good payout request. So it's a part-time job. So that could change a lot. It could pay rent. That could pay mortgage. That could do the things that you needed to do in order for you to continue to survive on top of your current pay. You know, me, I'm able to do this full time. So I'm here to help you out. Again, I'm not trying to get a whole bunch of subscribers or watchers or viewers. Obviously, I'm underneath the RYMTWB umbrella. So, I mean, I'm here for the current subscriber base that RYMTWB has, and maybe whatever new subscribers want to watch. But we're not promoting my channel like we're not trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. We're not. At least I'm not right now. If it was on my own channel, then that's a different story. But you know, I'm a co-host and helping traders, you know, be successful. And I appreciate you watching. It makes me feel good supporting by, you know, you can support me by going with a Lucid prop or an ETF prop. That's much support. $29 gets you 150K, $20 gets you 100K on ETF. So yeah, moving up. So it's not anything to you know, those that little help helps me, you know. I mean, I don't ask and I don't want any money from you guys, but I want you guys to be successful and see that we are being successful, and you guys could obviously benefit from that confidence that we could help you with in your trading journey. For those that, you know, have been part of this channel, we keep this channel moving and put a face in front of it. So you know, I'm actually gonna hop off here in about 3 minutes. We got the top of the hour, about 11, almost 11 Eastern. It's gonna be about an hour out from lunch, but I agree, 60 hour. We do need faster candles. I mean, it's just a grinding slowly up, back up to high of day, which, you know, it has taken from bottom to top here. It has taken about 45 minutes to get back up. So, do you know what that means though, right? We have fast candles down. You know, if we could do one of those right back down, boom. It could do one of those right back down real fast. But it's not. No, V-shaped recovery. That is a V. There we go, right back up to high of day. Anybody long? Did you ever get your computer up 60 hour? I know you're having problems with that. Did you get it up and running again? Man, I'm about to flip a coin. I want to buy this 150K Lucid Flex. Good. Oh, good to hear. Glad you got that back up and running. I'm gonna be able to. I wanna buy this Lucid 50K 150K Flex. I want to trade it today during regular trading hours, but holiday volume is not fun or confident to take the trade at the moment. Might wait until next week. Even New Year volume is not even. I'm not even interested in that. But see, and that's just it. It takes time as a futures trader. You gotta see the whole year from the first to the first. Okay, 2025 first to the 2026. So for those of you who've only traded since April, if you haven't traded for a year, a little bit before April, you haven't seen the markets long enough yet to see what happens during holiday hours. You know, I just, the holiday volume, it's crap. And really, honestly, like the markets don't really like to pick back up until after the January 15th ish, and then February we have a short month. I mean, kind of want to go in. I mean, it doesn't really matter either. If you pick the right direction, you'll get the trade. But I mean, the whole point of it is that it's like this feels like extended trading hours. No? I mean, those of you who trade with me a 60 hour, this price action, this price movement just feels like, you know, extended trading hours, just slow, you know, and yeah, it's like kind of one of those situations where we're sitting here going, when is this thing going to turn around? When is this going to turn around? Currently 11 a.m. on the Eastern Seaboard. So it doesn't matter when you get in, but it's just like you want to trade the setups. You know, if you're trying to pass an account, like you got a new account or something, right now is the time to load up on accounts. Like if you were taking a trade, this is when you would take the trade for prop firms. This is when you would buy them. You'd just load up on them. This is when they're the cheapest. This is when you could take $100, buy 5 accounts for $20, all 100Ks on ETF. Or you could take, this is the time to buy the accounts to trade. And then you sit on them for a couple days or just slowly pick at them and add to them and wait for the time to trade them. But this is the time to strike, because tell you what, it is one of those things where, yeah, you get all the way until a month from now to pay the reoccurring monthly fee. So you get a whole month from today and you get the best deal today. And I've only seen these props ever come out with the best deals during holidays. So that's when you buy. That's when you buy. Believe me, trust me, like I'm not trying to buy a whole bunch of firms evals unless, you know, it's a sale. 90% off. And then of course, you know, having a plethora of them to go through. So we're coming up on high of day, 25,751. We can go higher. We'll see if we hold this 755 as we break through that resistance or not. But I am looking at trying to get into the Lucid payouts. Start working on that soon. Yeah, I wanted to short this. I did want to short this back to the 2705. Let's try it. All right, I'm not in it yet. There it is. I'm in it now. Let's go above previous high. Let's do that right there. It's following trend, so see if we break it. That was a trend test right here. Got a 13-point stop, ideally. Mental stop. Paper trade. Let's see if we can catch that correctly. All right, let's see. We haven't tested this, the VWAP and the 200 EMA. We haven't come back and tested it. We did find support on this pivot, but you know, we could even go as far as back to the VWAP if this wants to hold. I mean, I like paper trading. I like paper trading because then I don't actually lose anything. Just my mental thought process, confidence. But still, it's like I will take a trade live soon. I have taken trade lives, but it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, if I'm wrong, cool. On paper. What is that? Mm. Christmas is coming up. All right, I think I like this short. I really do. I think I'm interested in it continuing, watching this continue lower. Nice rejection there. Got below the 9. We just need to close below the 9 EMA here. I'm interested in shorting this. Yeah, I could sniff out a short if I needed to. I mean, if it's large enough position, we can probably even go all the way down to here. Hit it there. All right, let's see. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to finally realize that we are going lower. But let's hold it. I mean, rejected double top, lower high even. Yeah, I mean, let's just go fill the gap, huh? I think that was it. I think that was the high. For you bears, I think that's the one. Here, I'm gonna spam. The NQ. Oh. Spamming the NQ. Here we go. I can do it from here. Oh man. All right, calling out a bear. Beautiful. Currently up 11 points. That's a great reversal. Anybody taking that trade? Rather me on the mind in the paper? $30 seconds on this candle. We got to close below this 20 EMA. 10 seconds. Come on, this is a determining factor right here. Oh, come on. Close below. There you go. That's good close. Close below it. I want to see how it responds in this area here. I'm going to put up a line right there. So the goal is, what you want to see is the 920 cross, the downside. I mean, so it's either going to bounce here or continue lower. There it goes. The sellers are not convinced yet. And then of course you pull your stop loss down right there. Slow, very slow. No, 60 hour. It's some really bad PA right now. And that's okay, because we still have quite a few hours left in the day. Are you short? Are you long? Are you flat? What's going on? You were trying to short. Yeah. I was still trying to short mentally. I mean, I want to see that 920 get to a cross. And again, too, I'm playing off of hope because the 920 hasn't crossed yet, and it's no confirmation there for you to go short. But as soon as we confirm it's short, it's gonna give us a nice pullback. Really would like to see a gap fill from here. A little early to the party is what I would say. I am. One second. All right. Got to stand up and do some jumping jacks, you know? Get the blood flowing. No, she wanted to find a bid, huh? Yeah, that's possible. 60 hour. It's bullish and engulfing to the upside. So, and it's a H inverse H. So P profile per se. It's got a P in there, bull flag. But I mean, deltas are turning green again. So don't fight it. You know, if you're short, don't fight to go short. Lower high? Well, lower high. I gotta find a drill. I have one of those box safes. Kids lost the keys. And then I need some information out of it. I need a drill. Damn. It's my second safe that I've had to drill out because my kids lose the keys. Ah. But you know what? I think I'm going to call it, though. I was going to give another 8 more minutes, but I think I'm going to call it about 11:30-ish. So this thing does not want to go down. They make it hard for bears, easy for bulls, but then, I mean, oh yeah, ES will push up. Thank you. The tech industry will push up Christmas. You got to think iPhones for Christmas, Apple, iPads, new cars, Tesla, Google. Everybody's on there. Amazon. It's insane. What else? Microsoft. New computers. Anybody getting a new computer? Nvidia. New computer, AI, Alexas, stuff like that. And we all need computer chips. It's all needed. So, and everybody's taking new electronics off the shelves. So, yeah, I wouldn't fight it. I'm gonna exit this trade. 4.5 point loss. No point. It's bullish. Should have broke even there. Instead. Not picking the direction today. Am I? Maybe we go fill the gap tomorrow. I mean, still, this is the target at some point. It will hit this 25.6, 25.597. It will. It will hit it, but it's just when. I mean, how many days do we have to wait for it to hit? So, but I really appreciate you all joining me today. I'm gonna call it short here. Check out my outro. I hope you have a great day. Stay green. You might see me tonight at Open, Globex Open on the Discord. So we will talk to you later. I gotta go drill safe open. Have a good night.
Beats on the vibe. TWB, we locked in.
Yeah, charts run deep when the lights go low. Alex on stream, letting all of it show. No hype, no cap, just the honest flow. We don't guess here, we just let it go. Watching Bookmap like it's painting truth. Every level tell a story, every flash got proof. I've seen traders break down trying to chase that move, but we sit still even when the price gets loose. You see red, you panic, we see red, we wait. Discipline the difference between love and hate. It's not just lines, it's the way you breathe. TWB taught me how to trade and lead. Think with Bookmaps, don't just feel. Most want thrills, but this game's too real. One clean setup, that's the deal. This ain't about luck, it's how you heal. Mind sharp, wrist light, wrist tight. Streaming live, but my head's on right. Let the world rush, I stay calm. Found my edge in the quiet, not the storm. Sometimes I stare at the chart for an hour straight. No trade, no stress, just protecting fate. Most lose fast, trying to move like greats, but greatness waits, that's the part they fake. Seen people blow bags off a single loss. Ego loud when you don't know the cost. Alex talking, I just take the notes. Every word hit different when your soul's that close. I don't need hype, I just need that zone. I don't need signals, I can see it on my own. Flow with the tape, heart on chill. Master the mind, that's the real skill. Think with Bookmap,
Bookmaps feel that pace. TWB fam, we don't chase. Price don't lie, you just gotta see that patience is profit eventually. Protect that peace, don't trade to impress. Most just flex, but they trade in stress. This stream ain't noise, it's growth in view. We study the market and ourselves too. Yeah, think with Bookmaps, feel that pace. TWB fam, we don't chase. Price don't lie, you just gotta see that patience is profit eventually. Protect that peace, don't trade to impress. Most just flex, but they trade in stress. This stream ain't noise, it's growth in view. We study the market and ourselves too.